Over the years, the Reverend Audrey and Britt Allcroft have come up with many stories for people to enjoy of all ages, ranging from the original Railway series stories to the more recent stories of the Renaissance era. Because of all the episodes that the writers come up with, they're gonna want to release at least some of them onto home media, and that's where VHSs and DVDs come in. And all Thomas fans have at least one VHS or DVD that they consider to be their personal favorite, and I'm no different. So, what is my favorite VHS or DVD, you may ask? Well, to most people, Drainman 365. This may be a little bit of an odd choice, a little peculiar, but I'll get it out. But first, I'll give you a couple hints. So, yeah, because I'm quirky like that. So, the first hint is, or the first little question is, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to, or a few moments to figure that out. Okay, have you figured it out? Right, so if you thought of any other number besides 6, then you're dead wrong. So, yeah, so that was the first question. And the second question is, what was... yeah, that's his name. What was Willy Wonka so famous for? Right, so I'll give you a little bit to think of that. And yeah, he was famous for his chocolate factory. So yeah, the two hints are 6 and chocolate factory. Now, if you're a diehard Thomas fan, or you're paying attention, then I think you know what my favorite VHS is. So let's go reveal it. Yeah, so let's reveal my favorite VHS. Yeah, so it's Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Yeah, so there are a lot of reasons why I like this. First off, it was one of the first, or in fact, it was the first VHS I ever got as a child. So it basically started up. So without this VHS, probably this whole channel would not exist. Someone else would take the TheLMSEngines name. Someone else would be the Colombian King of Remakes. Someone else would be, someone else would have 76 subscribers. And you know, this VHS really shaped my whole life, actually. And I'll get into that later. And I also love the episodes on this VHS. I think it has one of the greatest variety of episodes out of all of VHS, besides maybe Thomas Gets Bumped or Thomas, Percy and the Dragon, or Tenders and Turntables, but we'll get into that later. And it also, the episodes are from one of my favorite seasons, season 6. And yeah, the episodes are just so memorable. The iconic crash, the iconic scene where Percy crashes into the chocolate factory and gets covered in chocolate, and the iconic scene where Gordon takes that nasty crash with that freight car, with the freight cars, and just everything about this VHS, like everything about the episodes, everything about the stories themselves, they're all just so memorable and iconic. So that's why I like this VHS. Alright, so the 6 stories on this VHS are Percy's Chocolate Crunch, Thomas, Percy and the Squeak, Gordon Takes a Tumble, Buffer Bother, Middle Engine, and Faulty Whistle. And the one song that's on this VHS, which also happens to be my favorite song of, or at least one of them of the entire show's history, is Little Engines. So, how I got this VHS, actually, I'm not entirely sure how I got this VHS, like, all the details, but... So, it was I think this was around... I think I got Percy's Chocolate Crunch right around the time it first came out, so I'd say about late February of 2003. Because I believe the Christmas before I had gotten the original Wooden Railway Roundhouse set, you know, with the Roundhouse, Thomas, Henry, Skarloey, and that big Thomas storage box. So I became intrigued with Thomas the Tank Engine after that, so my mother decided to get me Thomas VHS, and that happened to be Percy's Chocolate Crunch. So she got me that, and basically that really shaped my love of Thomas. It also really shaped my life, because without Percy's Chocolate Crunch and without the Roundhouse set, without those two things, I probably wouldn't be the kind of person who I am. I probably wouldn't be making... Well, I know I wouldn't be making Thomas the Tank Engine videos and remakes and being the Colombian king of remakes. Only TrainFan365, RTB Productions, who I'm doing this contest for, is one of my good friends. Lucky Mushroom Productions, Mike the Red Engine, and Trackmaster Kid 5 will get that. Only they'll get that. Yeah, so basically, yeah, this VHS really shaped who I am, and that's why I consider Percy's Chocolate Crunch to be my favorite VHS of all time. And that's why I'll always consider Percy's Chocolate Crunch to be my favorite VHS of all time. Thank you.